Picture a corn maze, vast and sprawling under the eerie glow of the moon. This isn't your average farm attraction, oh no. This corn maze is an entity unto itself, stretching far as the eye can see, its boundaries blurred by the cloak of night. The corn towers overhead, reaching towards the stars, their tassels brushing against the night sky, casting dancing shadows on the ground below. The wind, a playful sprite, whispers through the maze, its voice rustling the corn stalks into an unsettling symphony. It's a sound that sets your heart racing, your palms sweating, the hair at the back of your neck standing on end. It's as if the maze itself is alive, watching you, waiting for you to step into its labyrinthine depths. Now, every maze has its guardian, and this one is no different. Meet Sam, the Scarecrow. But let's get one thing straight. Sam is not your average scarecrow. He doesn't just scare crows. He's a towering figure, 7 feet tall, with a straw-stuffed body that's more resembling of a behemoth than a bird deterrent. His clothes, tattered and weather-worn, flap in the wind like the wings of a monstrous bird of prey. His face, a grotesque mask, is etched with an eternal grin that sends shivers down your spine. Stories of Sam have been whispered among the locals for generations. Some say he's just a tale spun by the old farmers to keep the children out of the cornfields. Others insist he's real, a sentinel standing guard over the maze, protecting it from those who dare to trespass. But whether Sam is a protector or a predator, one thing is certain. Once you step into his realm, you're playing by his rules. And at the heart of this maze stands Sam, the Scarecrow, a sentinel, a protector, or perhaps a predator. So, if you're brave enough, take the first step. After all, it's just a corn maze. What could possibly go wrong? Who is Sam, you ask? Well, that's a story that chills the bones of even the bravest souls. Sam wasn't always the terror of the corn maze. No, he started as a humble scarecrow, crafted from straw, standing 7 feet tall and dressed to frighten away the birds. But as the seasons changed, so too did Sam. The legend tells of a transformation, an eerie metamorphosis that turned Sam from a harmless protector of the corn to a spectral entity of dread. As the moon waxed and waned, the villagers began to notice a shift. The crows, once deterred by Sam's looming figure, now flocked to him, their caws echoing through the night, an eerie serenade to their straw sentinel. And then the disappearances began. It started with a few brave souls daring enough to venture into the maze under the cloak of darkness. They entered, their laughter echoing against the rustling corn, but the laughter soon faded, replaced by an unsettling silence. They never returned. Word spread, and a hush fell over the local community. Whispers of Sam's transformation circulated, tales of his straw-stuffed body moving in the moonlight, his shadow stretching across the maze like a monstrous bird of prey. The rustling of the cornstalks in the wind was no longer a soothing sound, but a chilling reminder of the lurking terror within the maze. Sounds filled the night, eerie and bone-chilling. Desperate cries for help, the distant echo of laughter, the rustling of the straw and the relentless cawing of the crows. The maze was alive, and at its heart stood Sam, the once benign scarecrow, now a horrifying embodiment of fear. The corn maze that was once a symbol of fun and laughter was now a place of terror, avoided by all. The once bustling site was now eerily quiet except for the crows and their ceaseless cawing. As the legend goes, Sam hunts those who dare to wander into his maze, but what happens to them remains a mystery. You see, Sam isn't just a scarecrow. He's a hunter, and the corn maze is his hunting ground. As the sun dips beneath the horizon and the moon takes its place, Sam begins his ominous game. A chilling figure, 7 feet of straw and old clothes, he patrols the maze with an otherworldly silence, his movements imperceptible. When the moonlight hits just right, you might catch a glimpse of him shifting positions, but only in your peripheral vision. Blink, and he's gone. Direct your gaze towards him, and he's as still as a tombstone. It's as if he only moves when he knows you're not watching. A phantom in the night. Sam's presence is like a cold wind rustling through the dry corn stalks. The maze, once a source of fun and adventure, becomes a labyrinth of dread. The rustling of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl are drowned out by a more sinister sound echoing through the maze. A low, hollow scraping sound like straw dragging against the ground. It's the sound of Sam on the prowl. Those who find themselves lost within the maze are gripped by an instinctual fear. Their hearts pound in their chests. Their breaths become shallow and quick. They're being watched. They can feel it. A chill runs down their spine, not from the cold night air, but from the sense of impending doom. The feeling of straw-like fingers brushing against their skin sends them into a panic, running blindly through the maze. And then, just as their fear peaks, they see him. Sam, the Scarecrow, looming over them in the moonlight. His silhouette, tall and menacing, is the last thing they see before the world goes dark. This is the legend of Sam, the bird-brained killer Scarecrow who hunts in the corn maze. A chilling tale that haunts every soul who dares to step foot in his domain. And then, just as their fear peaks, they see him. Sam, the Scarecrow, looming over them in the moonlight. But what happens next, you wonder? That's the question that haunts us all. In the heart of the corn maze, under the pale moonlight, stands Sam, the 7-foot-tall Scarecrow, silent and ominous. As the wind rustles through the tall, dry stalks, there's an unresolved mystery that hangs heavy in the air. It's the mystery of the people who have wandered into the maze and never returned. The mystery of Sam. Over the years, there have been numerous accounts of folks who, led by curiosity or sheer bravado, ventured into the maze only to disappear without a trace. There are no footprints, no dropped belongings, not even a whisper of where they might have gone. It's as though the earth itself swallowed them, leaving behind only the echo of their laughter and the fading memory of their faces. Theories abound, of course. Some speak of a supernatural force, a vortex perhaps concealed within the maze that transports the lost to another realm. Others suggest a more grounded explanation, a hidden sinkhole or a secret underground lair. Yet all theories, supernatural or otherwise, invariably circle back to Sam the Scarecrow. Sam, the straw-stuffed sentinel, the bird-brained killer in farmer's garb, is at the heart of these tales. Some say he comes alive, his straw fingers turning into gnarled claws, his pumpkin head glowing with an eerie light. Others suggest he's merely a puppet, controlled by an unseen force that lures the unsuspecting into the maze. The truth? We may never know. The corn maze keeps its secrets well, and Sam, the Scarecrow, stands guard, a silent sentinel in the moonlight. The whispers of the corn stalks and the hushed rustling of the leaves are the only testament to the strange happenings within the maze. And so we are left with the chilling question: what happens to those who meet Sam the Scarecrow in the heart of the corn maze?